Okay, it's time now for a sweet treat without all the guilt. You recognize this woman here, Colombe Jacobson. She's here every single week. She is the cooking expert for Recipe.com. And Colombe is going to be showing us how to make a delicious zucchini oat bread. I've heard of zucchini bread, but zucchini oat bread is a little different twist.
Right, so it gives it a little different texture. Also, oats are very healthy for you.
Yeah.
And this is one of my favorite quick breads, and it's a great way to use a lot of zucchini. I remember we used to get these huge zucchinis from the garden, and this is what we would do with them. And you know, it's a great way to introduce your kids to zucchini. Maybe they don't like zucchini so much. This is a winner. This is a crowd pleaser.
And it's good for the fall too. It has a different taste for the fall. So
yes.
Let's talk about the ingredients first. What do you need to make this?
Well, first thing is a great tip. You use a tray underneath all of your ingredients so that when you're measuring, if you make a mess, it's just a tray filled with the mess. So I like to always, use a sheet pan or just any kind of a tray. It's an easy way to clean up. Okay, so you grease your pan, and then you go ahead and you whisk your eggs until they're nice and frothy.
How many eggs do you use?
This is 3 eggs.
3? Okay.
3 eggs. And then you add your sugar.
Okay.
Add your sugar, your melted butter.
And are you
whisking.
As far as the type of butter, does it matter for this?
You can
particular?
use salted or unsalted, whichever you prefer. If you like a little bit more salty, you can use a salted butter.
Hold this down for
and
you.
then the great thing is that we're adding applesauce, which adds a nice richness and moistness without the added fat of butter. So you can cut the butter down and add a little applesauce.
I see that in a lot of recipes, and I always wondered what it added to the recipe.
It adds a depth of flavor, it adds a moisture, and also a richness.
Gotcha. It's getting heavy in here.
It's getting heavy. All right, and then we'll add our vanilla.
Okay. And just what, about 2 teaspoons of vanilla?
That's about a teaspoon of vanilla, yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll add our dry ingredients. So in the dry ingredients, I've already mixed them for us. This is flour, oats, a little bit of cinnamon for that nice spice. You've also got baking soda and baking powder.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and add that. At this point, we'll switch to our spatula.
And as far as the oats are concerned, are you trying to put a lot of oats in there, just a little bit so that you can taste them?
It's about a cup of oats, just to add that extra texture. And I think you'll see it's a nice texture in addition to the flour.
Right, exactly.
So go ahead and mix that.
Okay.
And then last, we're gonna add our zucchini, our raisins, and our walnuts. And then I have a little surprise for you at the very end.
Okay, it smells really good too. Can I dump all these in there?
Go ahead,
There you go. And then the zucchini, you just shred these up.
So you shred it. Now you can use a box grater, but as a shortcut, if you do have a food processor, you can use the grater attachment on your food processor, which makes it a lot quicker. And you just kind of zip it through the food processor, and it's all done in a second.
Some exercise in there.
Exactly. Use a little elbow grease here in the kitchen.
And then here you said you've got the
raisins and the walnuts. Now you could also use pecans. If there are allergies that you're concerned about, you can go without the nuts entirely.
Oh, okay.
But I like the walnuts for a little extra added texture, crispiness in the bread. And then of course the raisins add a nice sweetness.
And
so
these go right into the mix
right in, Audra.
Dumping them all in there. Okay.
And we're making quite a large loaf here.
Yeah.
And what's great about it is that what I love to do is I like to slice it individually portioned and then put it in the freezer so you can just pop it in the toaster oven as you need it.
Oh, look at that.
So that's a nice way to save a little time.
Right. Now what's this last ingredient?
And the
does
last
it go
ingredient
on
I'm going to show you in just a second. So we're all mixed up and I've got my pre-greased pan right here. I'm just going to go ahead and pour it into.
How long does this bake for?
This bakes for about an hour and 20 minutes on 350 degrees. So it does cook a little slower, but it allows everything to get nicely cooked through.
There's always different ways of testing how certain types of baked goods are done. How do you test this
I like to take a toothpick into the very center because that's kind of the highest point of the loaf.
Like a regular cake, right?
Exactly. And then if it comes out clean, then you know it's done.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we've got that. And then my final step, we're almost there, is a sprinkling of sugar and cinnamon. So it adds a little extra texture on top, a little crispiness.
Right, right.
And you just go ahead and sprinkle it over top.
I noticed that in the finished product, and I was wondering how you got that there.
Yeah, it's like nicely crystallized.
Yeah, it's good to know. And I like the fact this is healthy, but like you said, the kids won't notice that there are some vegetables in this.
So it's healthy but hearty, and it's a great breakfast. It's also a great snack.
You can serve this warm or kind of in a
Well, you want to let it cool once you bake it, but you can always reheat it to warm it if you like your zucchini bread warm.
Better served warm. Okay, gotcha.
I like it warm.
Okay,
I love it warm.
This smells really, really good. Thank you so much. If you want to make this dish or any other recipes, you can go to the website Recipe.com. There you can also check out the more than 20,000 recipes. There's a lot there. Or you can pick up a copy of the magazine, which is in stores now. And if you don't know, you can also check out their new app. That is available on iTunes. It's fantastic. We tried it. We love it. Thank you very much, Colombe.